we moved to Kuna. I'm a real estate agent, and I sold lots of homes in Kuna for several years, and fell in love with this community and moved out here about 5 years ago. And I come from a very large family. I'm the oldest of 9 children, and my father was a lobbyist for the Idaho Credit Union League, and he, as such, tried to make sure that he took each of his children back to Washington, D.C. At least once or twice throughout our school careers. And so I got involved with national politics a little bit. I even have a little sister now who works for one of our senators. But have been watching national politics for a very long time and been very informed there, but realized that trying to solve some local issues from a national level is like trying to fix a computer with a hammer. And truly, the place we need to find solutions for issues that face us and affect us every day are at the local level. And because I love my family, I want very much to give them an opportunity to have a place where they grow up and enjoy their experience. And because of that, I volunteered last year and helped with the Kuna Days Committee, and I am the chairman of the committee for the Kuna Days Committee for 2012. And I'm looking for other ways to help the community grow together, to bring businesses into the community and not spend money, if at all possible, to keep our tax burden down. I too am informed by Hayek and Mises, the Austrian School of Economics, that really what Jeff said is correct. A lot of businesses need to invest money to make money, and but the city, when proposed with changes that a business wants to do, has in the past required people to upgrade the curbs and gutters and things like that they can't afford. If they want to try to fix their building or the building that they have the responsibility for, there need to be some grandfathered considerations, and we need to allow them to do that. They're the ones who have the highest incentive to bring people to their businesses, and we need to revisit the planning and zoning and try to pare that down to its bare minimums, because currently we inhibit a lot of business that want to come to our fair little city. LID is in litigation. Most of any proposal as to what we can do specifically is hypothetical, because we don't know how that's going to turn out. And obviously it's going to be reactionary. What we do need to do, and I think there's been a lack of, is we need to open the lines of communication with the affected landowners. And in the future, we need to learn from this, that we need to look for more localized, prepaid-for solutions. So when you buy a house, you already, the cost of the house is already built into it and not contingent upon future taxes or future payments from your neighbors. The main thing, though, is we need to at least give people an opportunity to come and discuss with us on the city council their issues, so we can better understand and hear those agreements. But what's happening in practical application is businesses like that Willow Tree Home Decor she wants to fix some stuff and put some different fascia on the building. She already advertised. She's already using a certain amount of infrastructure, and she's not allowed to do any of those changes until she upgrades and puts sidewalks and curbs in front of her establishment. And this is the problem she's been running into. And basically what we need to do is make sure that we're not getting in the way of people who are trying to revitalize our community, to freshen up their storefronts or fix their roofs, or and by requiring them to have to do some of these other things before an existing business can try to revitalize, which is many of them want to do.
Okay. The next question is, does the city spend too much, too little, or the right amount on police services?
Does the city spend too much, too little, or the right amount on police service? We are going to have to make some austere cuts in everything. Right now, we have great police coverage, but there are some solutions that could save a little bit of money. I grew up when I was a child. I lived on the Fort Valley Indian Reservation, which is a similar dynamic to Kuna, and there were volunteers utilized more often in that community. They get a lot of federal money for the tribal police, but they did utilize citizens in the community as volunteers to help with coverage. We could employ several other tactics. It's been discussed trying to maybe provide a marshal for the town. We need to explore that option to see if it is more cost effective. But I do want to make sure that our current people who currently provide the security work know how much we appreciate them. The last 15, 20 years, the model for homeowners has been to buy a house, let it appreciate, and then when you had a lot of extra money sitting around in equity, you trade it up. And you kept doing that to get bigger and better houses. And one of the negative outcomes of that is that people didn't make the investment emotionally, personally in their communities as much. We can't do that anymore. We can't do that anymore. So we are now going to get to know our neighbors again. We're going to have that opportunity. And what the city council can do to help facilitate that is to remove any obstacles to keep people who are out of work and can't go into voice of work, be able to work from their homes, to be able to have businesses uninhibited in their communities. When I was growing up, we had a little agrarian community, like I said, at Fort Hall, 15, 16 families. All the kids knew where all the cookie jars were in every house and were welcome to them. And we really need to get to the point where the communities take care of each other. And imagine if we could do that. Boys and Girls Club would become irrelevant. I think it would be great to have one, but it would be irrelevant in that kind of scenario. And one of the things that I have done specifically to try to facilitate this is I got involved with Kuna Days. Now, Kuna Days has had some great volunteers who just stepped up. Pat Jones and his wife Shelley and Haas Grigg they stepped up and took the reins of that and have done a fantastic job. We need to have more of those activities and events that bring people to our city, let them see what a great place it is, let them spend their money here, and let them support our businesses. Please go to my website, nanforcuna.com.